Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. My name is Iqbal Nasim and I'm here to answer your top questions on Salah. So let's go.
إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. I think we're on number 7, slightly losing track, but I think it's number 7. Okay. Often I miss a prayer because I missed the last one. What should I do about this? This also is a common question I've heard a few times before. And it's an interesting one. We get into a cycle sometimes where if we miss one prayer in the day, we kind of take it less seriously almost, or the whole thing less seriously. Again, we kind of give up on ourselves. Similar to an earlier question about feeling overburdened with guilt. Perhaps that question was in the context of, sins outside of the salah, if you like. But now this is to do with the prayer itself. I've missed one, and then either I feel bad or I just get lax, or you don't feel the consequence or the negative outcome of having missed the prayer. And then, well, okay, the next one. Or, well, now that I've missed Dhuhr, okay, whatever, Asr as well, fine, we'll just, end up doing it later on and we'll make up for it later perhaps. So this is really, really discouraged, very, very much discouraged, and something that, again, if you think about what Salah is, what's happening, it kind of doesn't make any sense as well, okay? Which is that, look, my Lord invited me to meet with Him within this certain window of time. Let's say, right, for the Dhuhr prayer. I got busy, I became forgetful, I was lazy, whatever the reason, and now it's Asr time, and we realize, oh, I've missed my Dhuhr prayer. So the first thing that we should feel is a sense of, oh my God, I've missed the appointment. When you know that you have a really important appointment, something that you value with someone else or for something that's really meaningful for you, just in life generally, I mean, and you miss the appointment either because you forgot or you didn't plan properly or whatever the reason, like, you feel terrible, right? You feel terrible that I've missed it or I'm late and you've inconvenienced people, you've disrespected people, whatever it might be. You feel really, really bad about it. And that's how we should feel, of course. We should feel bad about the fact that we somehow prioritize someone or something else over our Lord. How did we allow that to happen? But the fact that we did that, just like in normal life, quote unquote, with other appointments and meetings, just like we would want to almost make up for the fact, with the person that we missed the appointment, we delayed, we forgot, whatever, we would want to like go overboard, go extra almost to compensate for the fact that we missed the previous one, then we would try to do that. So now we know that the next opportunity has come. So that's a reason to almost accelerate, to demonstrate to our Lord that basically I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I missed that one, and I'm going to make up for it, and I'm going to make sure the next one's on time. I'll make sure I'm on time for the next appointment. Isn't that like a normal, natural way to deal with the situation, if you understand what it is? As opposed to just basically thinking, well, I missed that one, well, nothing really happened, so I'll just miss the next one. So it's a bit like, again, if you think about our sort of, worldly appointments and meetings that we have, so what does that show? It kind of shows an increasing disrespect. Doesn't really matter. And that's a real problem. We should never get into that pattern. So again, this is one of these devil's deceptions, if you like, to get us into this cycle, a negative spiral, okay, that ends up making us feel the weight of missing our prayers less and less and less. And it's just like with any other kind of sin or anything else that Allah has prohibited, for example, and if we do those things, the more you do it, the more your heart becomes encrusted, the less sensitive you become to that particular deed, if you like, or doing the negative elements of that deed. And then it's as if it's just like nothing else. But that's something we should really, really guard against. And so be persistent in your prayer. And if for whatever reason you've missed a prayer, and we've missed a prayer, then let's do our absolute best to make up for it quickly and then to get back on track. And that's the idea.
إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.